welcome to Props to the Crew.
Oh, that rhymed.
Formerly known as the fan-controlled show, the official companion show to fan-controlled sports and entertainment, the only sports multi-league entertainment empire controlled entirely by you, the fans. I'm Jeff 2Ns1T Kanata, and I'm joined by some of my favorite people on the planet. After way too long, it's Josh McCouga, Patrick Dees, and the commissioner himself, Ray Austin. Welcome, fellas.
That was awesome. I was fired up before the intro, but I was here, and now I'm here, Jeffrey. Good to be back, gentlemen. It's good to see you guys.
Man, it has been way too long. Way too long.
Yep.
When last we met, we
Key and Peele skit where the DJs were all like, "What's up?
So good.
When last we rode off into the sunset, guys, we were wrapping season 2.0 of fan-controlled football. It ended in a crescendo. It was incredible. Money fell from the sky. And a Cinderella season for the most unlikely champion that you could ever possibly imagine. It was amazing. It was fun. And now, somehow, you're upping the ante once again. We got new shirts with a different letter at the end. What?
Rand, I didn't even plan this. Look at that. Look how good he looks in that shirt.
Handsome,
unbelievable.
Woo! You know, of all the things, I saw a rough cut of your trip to Vegas, which we'll get to a bit later, but you guys wearing those shirts got me all hyped up. I was like, oh, mercy.
Like an idiot, I'm in the old shirts. What am I doing?
Me too, Jeff.
It sounds stupid, but when it showed up, I sent Grant and Ray and Soar a picture of the shirts when they first got here. There's something about it feeling real. You know what I mean? Like we've been talking about hoops for a year, but I guess shirts are here. I guess it's happening. You know what I mean?
What feel real was we was walking in the same hotel as me and Pat. I was like, Patrick, you remember when we were starting up FCF? We was in Vegas at the Cosmo, like that. It was like deja vu doing it all. It was like, if we're gonna do it, gotta start it up in Vegas then.
Oh yeah.
And a healthy dose of that imposter syndrome. When we first did this, I was borrowing heavily on Ray's football credibility. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know something about football because I certainly don't. And you felt like this crazy poser talking to Marshawn. And, after a couple of years at it, we are blazing new trails. We're football natives, all this shit. And it's starting. That same thing. We were back there. We're like, I guess we're basketball guys now, right? It's like, I guess we just are.
And Deez is literally Meta World Peace's best friend.
My best friend. My best friend.
I don't think I've told you this before. I've seen whatever Meta World Peace, Ron Artest, the Palace documentary. When Deez and I had a phone call with him and his team, and it was one of the best phone calls I've ever taken in my life. But so I was in LA. This is probably 5 or 6 years ago, and I see Meta World Peace, and I have my little niece, and she's 4, right? 3 or 4. No, this is a while ago. So this must have been because she's 13 now. So this is 8 or 9 years ago. And I see Meta World Peace, and I don't say anything. I'm like, Meta, big fan. Will you take a picture with my niece? And I just handed her to him. And she was like, and he just took a picture holding my tiny little niece who's 2 years old. Dude, it's one of my favorite pictures ever. I don't know where it is. It's on somebody's phone. It got deleted years ago, but it exists somewhere in the metaverse.
Meta World Niece?
Meta World
Wow. Jeff shaking off the dust.
Let's go.
I gotta say, I have missed you guys a lot. Yeah. I mean, we were kind of rocking nonstop for the year rolling into season 2, and then we were seeing each other in person live in Atlanta every single weekend. It was this concentrated fun burst in my life, and then just nothing for a month. And I went through withdrawals, guys.
I was gonna ask.
We made the album, we went on tour, and then we and it's like we miss each other.
That's right.
In the studio.
But I was gonna ask you guys, what was it like that Saturday after the next Saturday following?
I didn't want to talk to nobody.
I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm like, there's no fire. What do you mean there's no fires to put out? What do you mean? What? It was a weird Saturday.
I will say I got back from Atlanta on a Wednesday afternoon. And I woke up Thursday and I was like, all right, so this is where I live now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't live in a Marriott anymore. I don't know what to do.
Can't just throw your towels on the ground and expect somebody to pick them up.
Totally. You got to wake up with a baby and like be friends with her all the time and like talk to people that aren't just FCF people. And so like by Friday, it was like Friday afternoon. I poured myself a cocktail at like 5:00, and Amanda was like, "Are you settled in?" And I was like, "I think so." I was like, "At this point, I'm just a marauder of a human. Like wherever the world wants to send me, that's where I go." And here I am. And Amanda was like, "That doesn't make me feel good."
Bro, I was literally holding up a championship trophy, and then the next week I was hearing, "Hey, Commish, could you break them boxes down?
Yeah.
Take it to the damn garbage can."
Well, yes, I can.
That's amazing.
Look at Diane do it. Is FCH just a joke, or is this for real? LOL.
No need for
we don't make joke shirts. Never made a joke shirt in my entire life. I'm actually not sure. One of my best practical jokes involved a shirt, but no, this is very, very real. We're playing hoops. It's coming next.
It's happening. Basketball, fan controlled. It's going to happen. We're going to be able to talk a little bit about it today, right?
Yeah.
So
I'd love to get into it.
Well, okay. First things first. Just for folks they're tuning back in, hopefully you've missed us as much as we've missed you and each other. And the good news is, right off the top, we're back. This is not just a one-off. We're here Thursdays like we used to before season 2.0 of FCF started. Thursdays, locking it down, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Set your clocks, set your calendars. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be having fun. We're going to be talking about what's next for fan-controlled sports and entertainment. And hopefully you'll be with us. So that's the biggest thing right off the top is this show is back, and you get to continue to name it every single week. We're going to be, we were props to the crew because it literally haven't had a show since we wrapped in Atlanta. And that was the name at the last show in Atlanta, a very appropriate name. But you get to continue to decide what the show is called week to week. You are the fans. You get to control of the show. So please throw those names, suggestions into chat. We will have a poll every episode at the end, as we have always done since this show's inception. And we will award the winner, name the show next week based on fan vote. And I know, Josh, you are really excited to have way more polls, way more fan voting in the show going forward.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we've got a little while until hoops. We are building out, talking at length, about what hoops is going to be, how the broadcast is going to look, what content is going to look like. Everybody working very, 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 very hard behind the scenes, because basketball, if football blew the doors off Atlanta, basketball is going to blow the doors off the world, Jeff. From Atlanta to the world.
No more doors.
Put that on a shirt.
No more doors.
Put that on a shirt. Nerdy, by the way, in the chat just said show name. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
Not a joke.
Not
Fantastic.
a joke. Not a joke.
Early front runner.
And I want, this show, it is called the Fan Controlled Show. As much as we name it a new thing every week, it is called the Fan Controlled Show. And we lost Ray.
Ray Loses Internet was the other name that we had for a long time. We went with the Fan Control Show.
Fan Controlled Ray's Internet.
And I want, audio was top notch, right, Josh?
Yes, truly it was. Truly. And so,
God, I miss this voice.
So fan controlled show. We're fan controlled show.
It's fun. We have this thread that on the regular, the three of us, we really need to get Ray on that. That is really the only thing that's been keeping me going in the absence of these shows.
Yeah, yes, totally. Jeff giving us, and you both giving me TV recommendations as I struggle to make it through a few shows a week because my daughter is all over the place. But so we want you guys to be in charge of this show. Give us poll ideas. Things you want to vote on, maybe some votes we can put up on the website, things we can vote during the show, things that we can put up all week long so that we can have some updates for you guys as we lead into hoops and then eventually FCF season 3.0. And then, of course, as everybody's been begging me week in and week out, fan controlled golf. the
Yeah.
only home of FCG.
Oh.
And Ray is on the
He's
Peloton.
literally powering the internet with his legs right now.
Yo, so I don't have electricity in Chicago, so if I want to be on the internet, I gotta use my Peloton to
That's
power
incredible.
my iPad. So
He's powering all of Chicago right now by himself.
yes, sorry.
Yes.
Incredible.
Speaking of Chicago, you guys need to watch The Bear. I'm a big fan.
I've watched all of it. It's incredible.
So good.
Okay, I don't want to like food shows. I saw the trailer for that several times. I heard the critical response. You two knuckle jabronis said, watch it. I watched
great.
one episode. 3 minutes in, I am hooked. Right?
So
It's
good.
frenetic. It's up
Yeah.
close. I don't even care about kitchens or any of that stuff. I was in. I would
In.
walk around my house yelling chef and corner for
Yeah.
all night. All
Yes,
night.
Jeff.
What is this called?
It's called
The
The
Bear.
Bear.
How are you not in it, Ray?
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be in it.
It's about Chicago and food.
It takes
Two of your favorite
place in
things.
Chicago.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, I'm gonna watch it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should.
It's really good.
Chicago
Hulu,
beef.
FX. Yeah. Sun Kiss the God. Give me that golf, baby. You know it. Fan controlled golf. Here it comes. Forget about
Can't
the This is my
Genuinely,
favorite.
no, that people can read into that. Like, I just give Josh shit because for a long time that was the length of the idea. It's like fan control golf, and superficially doesn't sound exciting to me at all. But after we ideated on it, we've got a killer idea for this.
Yeah.
We was just on Cyrus, our COO has this deal where he kind of mentors back at his University of Colorado, and we were just literally before this call, they were presenting to us what they thought would be the next sport, and they chose golf. Literally.
Don't stop.
No, we've got a great idea.
I thought it was pretty.
Josh's
it's
head
all in
might
the-
explode if that
It's
happens.
all in the execution, right? I feel like there's so many details of golf that you could go very wrong, but I think we've got a very solid concept. I'm very excited about that.
I'm telling you, my 6-page document of fan controlled golf is just clip art of me playing golf and then saying
It is. It's yeah. Do more of this, please. Nerdy's on fire in the chat. I have to call this out because nobody's talking about the rehearsal. Are you guys Nathan Fielder fans?
Oh yeah, all about the rehearsal.
Unmitigated genius. I'm very excited about the show. Nathan
good.
For You is one of the best shows of all time.
Oh
And
my
Rehearsal,
God.
just one of the best shows. I don't understand why people aren't talking about it all the time, constantly.
all the time.
It
all
doesn't
the
make any
time.
sense. The Rehearsal, his new show is one episode out. I've thought about it all week long. I can't
Where
wait.
is it?
It's on
HBO.
HBO Max. Yeah,
Oh, you're in for a treat. Episode 1 is just so good. Anyway, we
Okay.
can
it's
talk
very
about
good.
Right
We,
on, right
we
on.
could and we will probably be talking a lot about television and future things, but not
The Bang Bang Roger said, I'd give my life savings to watch a Josh McCouga concert. You saw it for 9 straight weeks in fan controlled football. I yelled about rock, paper, scissors.
and it was free.
And it was free. You could have watched the Wendy's game break, and then you could have watched the TO zone. I was everywhere.
Send moods.
Send moods.
I know.
Who next week I will believe will be a guest here on the program is Liv
Who's-
Moods.
She's coming back. Amazing.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Amazing.
Honestly, and if you're watching the show, hit her on Twitter. She's dying of COVID at the moment. She's not actually literally dying.
Whoa.
Not feeling
Dark.
great. So I know it is dark. Sorry.
Dark.
Send her a note. Tell her you wish you feel better. She's mildly annoyed with COVID. Better?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She said she got that Vegas COVID. That's a different
Yeah.
strain.
Yeah, there was a couple people.
Yeah. Sounds like a slot machine, smells like cigarettes.
I
That's
can't
Vegas.
imagine
Smells
Vegas
like-
isn't all COVID all the time. That's just
Totally.
I don't. How is it not?
Yeah.
Smells like cigarettes and regret. You know?
Well, it really does.
Yeah.
I mean, this weekend is Comic-Con, which everybody's calling COVID Con.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yeah.
I'm missing that one.
I usually
mean-
go there. I not this year. No, thank you.
Every year at Comic-Con, I come home sick. You get the con flu. I don't
Yeah.
need to add COVID onto that con
It
flu.
leveled up. The con
Yeah.
flu leveled up.
Really
But
did.
speaking of Vegas, what can we talk about? Because fan controlled hoops was in Vegas. It's birthed. It has been birthed. Right? You birthed it.
We
Yes.
did. We had where our unofficial tip off was this. A lot of people know the NBA Summer League takes place in Vegas over a 3-4 week period. Right? The who's who of the basketball world, not just the NBA, was all there.
Yeah.
So it was our coming out party. We had a cocktail hour. We had a lot of former and current NBA folks that came and met with us. I think we're going to show it. I don't know if we've got an asset to show, but Matt Barnes, Mike Bibby, Meta, Eric Snow, like a lot of folks in and around the basketball world were there. You know, our head of recruiting was the actual director of recruiting for the actual NBA. So it was a chance to get all of us in one place. Michelle Roberts, she ran the NBA PA for years, and she's working in close conjunction with us. And so it was a chance for all of these disparate pieces that we've had out there to get together, be in one place, talk about this crazy thing that we're doing, and start pulling other people into this ecosystem. Incredibly exciting.
And if you don't know who Michelle Roberts is, Google her. And
Google.
She's one of those that when you Google her, you're like, damn. So like we're going full speed with this with Fan Control Hoops. So I was excited. I'm not a basketball guy like a lot of the founders are basketball guys. All this is new to me, but the way we're doing it and how we're kind of changing it up a little bit, fucking awesome. I can't wait.
Well, and it's been interesting too for me, and I don't know if you felt the same way, Ray, but like the half-life for a basketball, somebody in this basketball ecosystem to understand what we're doing is super short.
So easy. Yeah.
They get it immediately. LED court, fans call the action on the court. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. The light just goes off so fast. And some of that's a fluency with how we talk about it. But the other piece of it is I think so many folks just get this. They're the gaming generation. They're playing NBA 2K, understand what we're building. It's awesome. It was really exciting.
Deez, you just dropped a little tidbit of information.
I was like,
can you repeat that again?
Can we should we go a little deeper?
Well, yeah, should we talk? I forget who knows what and what. So let's actually talk a little bit about that. So, and actually, Jacob's got an asset that we can pull up. We'll talk a little bit about this. But at core, FCH is NBA Jam in real life. It is fast, frenetic. It's a full court. It's going to be likely 4-on-4. It's a short court, so it'll be one of those courts where the 3-point lines meet almost in the middle of the court. So it's going to be short, fast. You're incentivized for dunking. We want a lot of dunks. We want a lot of action. There's no foul shots. If there's a foul, the team that gets fouled gets 1 point and the ball back, and we're back in it.
Nice.
We're moving. And the idea is that the entire thing is played on an LED court. Literally, the entire court is a screen. And you can start thinking about what we can do with a giant screen underneath these guys, right? When they dunk and it comes down, explodes, the court shatters. And the other thing it allows us to do outside of really cool graphics, both on the LED court and the LED backboards, allows us to light up sections of the court. And that's where fundamentally we started with football because the cadence was better suited for fans controlling action during the course of the game, right? They're calling plays. There's natural breaks in the action. We finally feel like we cracked the code on how fans can feel like they can have a meaningful impact on the game of basketball. And so what it'll look like would be, it's going to be 4 10-minute quarters. And between each quarter, you'll have 90 seconds to vote in who your 4 guys are going to be. So there'll be an interface where you vote in your guys. On the bottom right here, you can see the 4 guys that are actively playing. You'll have all 8 guys, and you'll vote quickly. They'll go up, and those votes are surfaced on both sides. So you'll see who your top 4 guys are and who their top 4 guys are. And it's positionless basketball. If you want to start 4 smalls or 4 bigs or whatever you want to do, whatever
like
you
Nintendo
think.
hockey.
Yes.
4 fat guys, 4 skinny
totally.
guys,
Let's
4 medium
go.
guys. Yeah.
Because basketball is a game of matchups, right? And so the idea would be it's this frenetic 90 seconds where you see who you've got and you're looking at who the other team is looking to start and hopefully creating the best matchup. So that's between every quarter. And then every 2 minutes on a cool down, you get a chance as a fan to light up either a spot on the court, which you can see rendered in the app here. And this will have shooting percentages and information that'll be surfaced to help you make a more informed decision. Or you can light up a player. And so when a team, if you score from a lit up zone on the court, you get a scoring bonus. And or if your player is lit up, you get a scoring bonus. So every 2 minutes on a cooldown, you're able to vote on that. And strategically, again, you want to pick the thing that's most advantageous for your team. And like every 2 minutes, you get a chance to get back in there. And we're really excited about the mechanic. We're still early testing. We've got a long way to go. But that fundamentally is what FCH is going to look and feel like. And we couldn't be more excited about it.
So and every 2 minutes, 10-minute quarters, but the clock stops, right? Not like FCF where the clock goes, right? Clock
stops between quarters. Yes.
Will it stop out of bounds and stuff like that?
No, I mean, I think the idea is we've got a running clock throughout all of it. The only stops are the
Okay.
quarters where we have 90 seconds to get to vote on who's starting for it.
So per quarter, you have 5 chances to vote.
That's right.
That's cool.
Yep.
I like
And
it.
not everybody, and we're toying with. We've got 8 guys, and we're toying with like allowances on how much they can play. So maybe it's 3
right.
quarters. So you want to save Kanata for the end because we all know Kanata's a closer. You want the ball in the clutch, so you don't play him in the third quarter. So it's one of those types of things, and we're playing with how long that'll be. And this is a short season, guys. It's again very akin to what we did in season 1.0 of football. I mean, it's a proof of concept. We want to show that it's fun, that we can execute it, and start really building this with fans. I mean, football started to take shape a little bit, but we're back at square one with this sport. So, I mean, if anything, fans, fan council, fan captains, our fans as a whole will have a chance to really have their fingerprints all over how this game feels.
FCF Mass Glacier Boy says, will we be naming teams like football?
Yep.
Of course. It's power to the fans, right?
Yep.
Will there be celebrity ownership groups like in football?
Yep.
You know it. And man, am I excited about the ownership groups we got coming.
Man,
I mean,
the people we talking to, man. Woo.
and fast too. It took us a while to really assemble the Avengers for football, but within a couple of weeks, we put the bat signal up, and everybody was like, "You're damn right, I want to be a part of that."
Yeah, and that's a
mixing your comic metaphors there, dude.
No, but seriously, that's an applaud to everybody because everybody we show the product to, or they go, or to be honest with you, a lot of people like, yeah, okay, I heard about that, but we've already got that street cred in the metaverse.
The metaverse. How about this question from Bang Bang Rogers, the Bang Bang Rogers, who was awesome on the Wendy's mid game during season version 2.0 of FCF. Big question: will the ballers work for FCH?
They will. And so we're still kind of pulling together what those mechanics are. So every team this season, I believe, so you can't hold me to this, but I think the way we're going to structure this would be that it's a freemium model. That there are every single team you can buy NFTs, and there will be obviously ballers folks will have access to all this stuff. That we'll have hoopers, which is another kind of NFT that we'll have, but you don't need to at all. So again, you can participate in any single team. If the team that you love is gated by NFTs, you don't stress it. You can still be a fan of that team. You can still participate, all of those things. So changing the model a little bit. But yes, ballers will have utility in this league. No question.
Are you going to be able to handle how many hanging with Mr. Hooper's jokes I'll be making?
Oh, that's 2 for Jeff. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hanging with my man, he's
no.
Oh, I like that show. I know that one. That's a good one.
Mr. Hooper.
How many? Wait, quick question. How many songs do you know the theme song of? How many shows?
Oh, I guarantee you,
Was it 100?
If it was on TV between the years of 88 and 2000 and it had a theme song, maybe even in 2005, more than likely I can probably at least hum it to you. I don't know if I know word for word, but
Sure.
if it was on TGIF, I could act out and I could give you each blip during the, you know what I mean? Like
That's the big crime with modern TV is there's no theme songs anymore.
Yeah.
It's just it's a real shame.
Yeah.
Some of those opening sequences though are pretty iconic. You think of like the Thrones, like the Game of Thrones. There's a bunch that I would never skip. Like Justified. I would get off the couch and dance.
I love that show.
Yeah,
I love that show.
It's
so
coming
much.
back.
I know. I can't believe it.
I'm
I think a movie, right? It's a movie.
I don't know. I don't know anything about anything.
You know, the Goldbergs has a pretty good intro song of like modern TV. You know, it's got a pretty good thing.
Guys, look at American Gangster. With,
really?
Yes,
yeah,
strong.
and Rick Ross is on the track.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Look at American Gangster. I like the way they cut. It's like paired together, like photos and newspapers.
That's
Shit
cool.
is dope.
Yeah.
You notice he stopped pedaling there for a second and he broke up. It's just wild to see that happen every time. Woody the Duck in the chat says, will it be at Pullman? And the answer to that is yes. Somebody was asking a little bit about, it'll look very different. So it's definitely still Pullman as a facility, but it's going to look and feel very uniquely FCH, right? There's going to be some connective tissue. You'll recognize that it's Fan Control Sports, but it's going to very much look and feel its own. Somebody said, love how creative you guys are. When can we expect the season to start? We'll have an announcement on that pretty soon. So it will be next up and sooner than you think.
But I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah. I had a small panic attack inside when you said that because it's all coming in real hot. And so, oh, the tech's not done, Jeff.
How about Sean Francis, who says, I hope the big guy on the lower left is on a stationary bike, or I'm afraid to ask what he's doing. Great season. Looking forward to next season.
He's just got a lot of dancing in his heart. You know, he's just loving it. Woo.
Oh man. So good. So good.
Yeah, it's coming.
Dude, I will tell you my favorite video game of all time is NBA Jam. And I don't think it's even close, right? It's my favorite all time. Then you add in
but NBA Jams is definitely up there.
Yeah. I mean, Tecmo is solid mostly for the show off of Bo Jackson, my favorite athlete of all time. Yeah, if we can somehow get Bo Jackson involved in anything, that would really make me happy.
Tiscarino!
And then but adding into what we're doing with hoops and like making this what we talked about when we were kids, like imagine if it was NBA Jam. Like that is, and it's just gonna be magical, man. I keep thinking about it. It kind of keeps me up at night of what's possible with it all. And I'm just pumped, man.
I'm really thrilled
too. Putting in, which I know Grant would love, but that would be so NBA, and he brought it up, was the trampolines. Because you remember when the dudes used to go like this, and they used to be over that used to be the best. So. But we're not putting in any trampolines, so
no. But we are incentivized dunking.
Yes.
Right? Again,
we do
so like dunks are going to be 3 points. So get in there and dunk. Again, we want that same feel, without people flying 42 feet in the air. But you get it.
I mean, I of the four of us, I'm the only one that isn't employed full time by this league, and so I have been chomping at the bit to have this conversation with you guys for literally a month because I've been in the dark. I haven't known I don't know what's going on. I'm not in those meetings.
It's so funny. I always think like I didn't realize some of this was new to you during this call.
So
I was like, well,
I'm the audience surrogate right now. I'm hanging on every word, going like, I can't wait. When's the dates? When's the announcement? What are the teams? When can I start voting? When can I start finding out who's on the list to be the ownership groups? Like, I can't wait. Yeah. So excited.
UC_510 says, are women going to be in the league? I don't see why not.
It's a great question.
As players, probably not our first season, but we are looking at absolutely, athletes being owners. So you know that we have Renee Montgomery on the football side. So we're talking to some WNBA guys, girls, but also actresses and just social influencers. Same thing as gamers. Same thing, man. We love the women being a part of what we're doing. I mean, shoot, we got to do a better job of the female apparel next year.
Yeah, for sure.
We got a lot of slack with that from a lot of people. So even
mostly from just Liv Moods. She basically was the one who complained.
She was main. Yeah, she was the main. My wife said the same thing though. It was just like so.
Again, tweet at her. Tell her feel better.
FCF's Mask Glacier Boy question, guys. Will there be a dunk contest? Saw this in the comments. If there isn't a dunk contest, we're doing something wrong.
What are we even doing? We've talked so much about a dunk contest, and then I think this is really fun. A fan-controlled horse, where it's like literally fans are choosing a type of shot.
Events?
Yes,
it is a Pullman yard.
Josh, you know how we did our man ups on Wednesday. That could be our power up day, where it's 3-point shot or dunks.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yep.
I like that.
Dunk,
that's awesome.
Horse. I would love a very intense game of knockout. That's one of my favorite basketball games ever. And it's like if we had like baseball and we did super competitive rundown, you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of stuff.
That should actually be one of the power ups is go against each other in NBA jams or
I love the idea of playing horse for power ups. Like the guys have to get really creative with how hard it's like that. You guys remember maybe when I was young, there was those series of commercials with Larry Bird and was it Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson?
Off the backboard over the ring. Like totally. Yes,
like the back of the thing.
Right?
Yeah. One of the greatest Super Bowl. It was it was Larry Bird and Michael Jordan. It was McDonald's. It was McDonald's.
Yeah, and they would they were all over the place, and it was like a series of them, and just kept doing the crazier and crazier shots. Yeah. That's what I'm imagining those power ups would be like. Those guys can just get really creative with how wildest shot that has to bounce off the backboard, hit the rim, go in, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, imagine if it was like a constant dialogue with fans that are mic'd up and literally asking fans about what they should be doing in real time, gauging that stuff. We want to do a better job of having real time feedback and being like in lockstep with what's going on with fans.
Absolutely. Is our girl Sarah Baker, who we miss terribly, who actually lives pretty close to me now. Hey, the crop tops were cute. Okay.
Only on Josh. They were cute on Josh.
Adorable. Have you seen this midsection?
ADAH 1022 asks, will there be investments available?
We lost Deez.
Guess not.
Get on a bike, Deez. Get on a Peloton.
Wow.
He's got Boost Mobile. See, he was always talking all that mess. See, there you go.
I think the investors just edited him out. No one's investing but us.
Stop. Shut your mouth. Jiggaman Porto KOD, miss him. Moving to ATL, no choice at this point. Deez is back.
I'm back. Answer's yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted to keep people in suspense. Total rookie move. I pushed back on my browser, which took me back to
that's
Google
funny.
States. Yeah, real smooth.
Woody the Duck says knockout is overtime. Hey,
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Listen, overtime rules have not been set in stone. This I know. So
You know what I used to always play as a kid? Did you guys ever play tip-in? We played tip-in all the time.
No.
Three guys. One is at the free throw line, takes a shot. If you make the shot, you get a point. But if you miss the shot and it bounces up, the other two guys can try to jump up and grab the ball and put it back in the hoop before it touches the ground. You have to be in the air, catch it, and throw it. And if you do that, you get 2 points, and then you become the new free throw shooter.
Gotcha.
Oh, we played 21 with tips.
Yeah, with
21.
tips. Yeah, I was like,
with 21 with tips.
We would do 21 with tips. Yeah,
with and without. Totally.
We also have some other big announcements we have to get to before we have two guests coming in this afternoon. Some FCF legends, two of our favorite people on the planet. Andrew Jamiel will be here, and Slick Nick Williams will be here as well. But we have a huge announcement for the content team here at Fan Controlled Football and Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment, Fan Controlled Hoops, Fan Controlled Golf, whatever it is. Fan Controlled
Controlled lie.
Fan Controlled telling my father to love me a little more. You know what I mean? No.
The fans decided to have him shun you some more.
Speaking of fathers, how about a wild father on the beach in Avalon, New Jersey, repping the Zappers? Jacob, hit it.
Jake, hit it.
Zappa Nation represent. All right. I was quiet. I was very excited to see this picture.
Damn it. Sorry, Jacob. I don't know what happened. I think he's getting ready to give this image, which is from now on, you can not only watch us every Thursday live on Twitch and YouTube, simulcast on YouTube, Twitch, you also can listen to us in podcast form. What? If you want to listen to, if you don't have the time to watch us live on your computer and you want to listen to these four guys joined every now and then by a bunch of crazy fans and friends and everything in between, you can listen to us in podcast form. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Look at that. Starting next week, next Thursday, all of the past episodes, all the episodes from the bubble, everything is up on our podcast feed. Subscribe, rate, tell us all. Make sure you leave a review and be like, hey, these guys are awesome. One's always on a Peloton. One's really tall. One is bald. And the other one looks like the other one, but with hair.
That's true. We do look the same.
Yeah. You can listen to us. Download those podcasts. Get to them. Listen to them in your car, with your friends, at a social gathering, on your earpods, whatever you want to do. We are doing a podcast. Podcast Network starts now. And as is such, if you have a podcast idea and you would like to pitch it to us and you have the ability to make that podcast and send us those audio files, you too can be part of the Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment Podcast Network. We're giving you, the fans, the power to make your own podcast, and we will broadcast that podcast here on the Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment.
FCSEPN.
Boom! It's a lot of letters, Jeff.
Wow.
Or as we call it, Foxypin.
The Vaxipin. Yes. Oh man,
That's pretty exciting. This is a big deal. The podcast network. It's due to viewer demand because we heard so many people say the show is too sexy. It's too hot.
Yeah.
Sexy.
It's just woo.
With
Makes sense.
visuals.
Makes a lot of
It's
sense.
overwhelming.
Makes a
I
lot of
can't
sense.
handle it.
Yeah.
So we're doing it in audio form so as to not be too distracting, so you can get the information, the fun, the words without those distracting visuals. You know.
and speaking of distracting visuals, Jacob, do you have a distracting visual that is too hot for your eyeballs that you can only
There it
see
is.
it in?
I love
Here
this
we
so
go.
much. I
There's
love
John
this so much.
Macuga,
I
Avalon,
love
New
it.
Jersey, repping his game-worn Zappers number 13 jersey.
I love it.
Looks like he's wearing shoulder pads. No, he is just that jack with that jersey on.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something, Josh?
Yeah.
That could be my dad. If you told me, hey, I got a picture of your dad in the jersey, I would have been like, oh yeah, I wonder when my dad went to the beach.
Does your dad wear transition lenses, Jeff?
Oh, I mean, of course.
Okay, good.
Somebody in the chat asked about, do our podcasts need to be about FCF? And they do not.
No,
No, again, really, like anything fandom. I mean, again, obviously we have a lot of sports content here. We talk about this a lot. If you are particularly passionate about Metal Gear, I would love a Metal Gear fan cast. Whatever you're excited about, you're passionate about, and can engage with the community, we're excited to explore it.
Absolutely.
It's incredible. It's just another example. We saw this through Fan Controlled Football Season 2. Josh and his team did such a great job of including folks from the community. And that's just, I think that's the spirit of Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment, that it's not just fan controlled, but it is fan peopled, fan populated. The energy of the fans is infused in everything. It's really cool.
Absolutely. So there you go. So tune in next week. We'll be social mediating it, all of it. We'll be doing everything and anything for the podcast network. So get ready to get your ear holes. Yeah.
Ear holes what? Just talk about too sexy. I didn't finish that sentence. But congratulations to you and the entire content team. I know this is a long time in coming. I'm personally excited. I'm a big podcast guy. I've always got my headphones in my ears listening to something. And so I'm excited that we're able to reach more people that way and get this going. It's not been a small effort.
No,
well,
it is not.
Speaking of keeping the show sexy, we got two awesome guests. Both of them are some of my favorite people, some of the best of the best from FCF years past, and they're backstage waiting for us. Let's check in with our boy Andrew Jamiel. What's up?
Yeah.
Let's go. This is awesome. It's good to see you guys.
Heck
Good
yeah,
to see
man.
you.
Yeah, you too, man.
He's all tan. Look at him.
I
He's
know, just
tanned
fucking-
up.
Right.
You fresh out the Grit Factory? What's going on?
I've been in the Grit Factory every day,
Yeah.
getting big, man. I need these NFL teams to take me serious. So I'm gonna get a little heavier, stay quick, stay fast, man. I'm always
Where you
grinding.
at? Where you at right now, AJ?
I'm out in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
Where it's
okay, cool.
a billion degrees in the shade.
It's so hot.
Yeah.
This is a long way from Massachusetts.
Yeah. What
What took you out
doing?
there? Yeah.
Workout for the XFL on Friday.
Oh, nice.
Very
Yep.
exciting. We're rooting for
Let's
you, man.
go,
We're rooting for
man.
you.
Yeah, let's go.
What do you
Are you-
expect?
What do I expect from the workout?
Yeah, I mean, like, what are they? I mean, I don't know if they've told you a little bit about what's coming. Like, where's your mental state?
I'm grinding. You know, I've been focused for about a month or two for this tryout. No, not necessarily a tryout at this point because I got into the draft pool, which is good. So this workout's pretty much just improved draft stock, you know?
Yeah.
These guys that can play. You know, I still got that underdog mentality. I'm always an underdog. So I got to put on a show tomorrow, have a nice clean workout. I got to run the best routes there, catch every ball. They got us timed for our 40-yard dash and things like that. So, you know, I just got to be smooth, crisp, and put on a show.
You had
That's awesome,
the
man.
tracks. Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead.
No, I was like, that's all. I mean, what have you been doing on the end? Because I know they're going to do some one-on-one stuff. So you've been able to work with anybody?
Honestly, there's no one-on-ones tomorrow.
Mm.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
there. There's no FCF tryout, I'll tell you that.
We hear that a lot, AJ. We hear that a
FCF
lot.
tryout, they had us working.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's just routes on. So, I feel like I should be 100%. There's no reason why the ball should be on the ground. There's no reason why I shouldn't run the best routes there. So I've just been focused, and I got to have a good day. So I'm excited, man. It's going to be fun.
That's
It's
good,
awesome, man.
That's
Well, we got
awesome.
no
Tell
doubt,
people
man.
it's like a job interview, but it's for football, and that's where I'm comfortable. That's where I belong. It's a job
That's your
interview,
zone.
running routes and catching the ball, so I can do that all day.
Wait, is it in full pads and everything?
No, just cleats.
No. Right on. It's exciting, man.
Yeah, man, it's good. It's definitely good. I get to keep chasing it and get to keep playing ball, so I'm excited.
So are all the coaches going to be out there, or just?
I believe all the head coaches. I don't know if The Rock's going to be out there, but everything's filmed, evaluated. So, like I said, the draft's in November. So we'll see what happens. It's all, to improve draft stock and whatnot. I know there's going to be a couple other FCF guys there too. So that'll be cool to see them.
Awesome,
Who
man.
else?
And I know Coach Ford will be out there too, right?
Who's that?
Coach Ford, he should be out there.
Yeah. Coach Ford, he's not going to be in Arizona, but he'll obviously watch the film. They got another workout in Texas this weekend. So he's a Dallas guy, so he'll be at that one.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's a couple of guys out here. I talked to Mitch Kidd. I actually just did some light throwing with him, catching a few balls. So, man, we were talking about, I wish they'd let us play together this year. I wish we could have figured that out. That would have been
Man,
Dangerous.
thrilling.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
We
What you most excited about? I mean, this is an opportunity, bro. I mean, first of all, I know Glacier Boys and everybody else would be sad to lose you, but this is the type of opportunities that we want for you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
So, like, what is your mindset as you go into this movement?
I've done a lot to this point to help myself, but I just know I still have a long road ahead. Like I said, I'm an underdog, so I got to work for everything, and every single day I just got to keep grinding. So my mindset is just the same as it's always been. Just work hard and fly around and enjoy it. And I just I don't take a day for granted that I get to keep playing football for a living and training and inspiring kids and things like that. So I'm really just enjoying the ride, and I guess I'll have a better answer for you as the season gets closer. Basically, it's a small step right now getting into the draft, but it's a major one. So
Yeah.
I'm just one step at a time. I still got to get drafted. I still got to figure out which team I'm on, and then I'll go from there. So for right now, I'm just focused on this workout and trying to show these guys that I belong, and I belong in the NFL.
I think that comes through. You're a great follow on social. That mindset of like, look, I've accomplished a lot, but I got a long, not nowhere near my goals, and I'm going to keep grinding. And I feel like every time I log in, that comes through, and it's like it's genuinely motivating, man. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's true, man, and it's it's whether it's with football or not, and you guys, I'm sure, feel the same way. You guys are always trying to improve the league in certain ways. You just never be satisfied. So, like I said, man, it's just head down, grinding, and nobody cares. Work harder. That's what I try to live by.
Well, that's what's so cool is that
Nobody cares, work
we'll
harder.
always have you as part of the FCF family, and I think it's going to be so fun watching where your career goes, and everybody will be rooting for you. It's awesome to have these guys that we know so well that we've been rooting for and seeing you throw up highlight reel after highlight reel.
Yeah.
It's awesome to be able to root for you in the next stage of your career.
Yeah, I mean, the FCF was life-changing for me. It really was. If anybody ever asked me about that league, I have nothing but good things to say. Without the FCF, man, I don't know if anybody would know who Andrew Jamiel is, besides a couple people in Massachusetts.
Oh my God, dude. It was one of my favorite moments of the entire season. Do you remember when this kid came up? There was this kid in the stand, and his dad was asking, like, he would love just something signed by you. And I was like, I can do better. Do you remember? And I ran into the locker room and I grabbed you. I'm like, there's this little kid that's dying to meet you. And he came out just like lost his mind. He was like shaking, and you signed some stuff and took some pictures. And it was the coolest thing to see this like, I mean, that kid will best day of his life. And I feel like it was so cool to see you go from your point to, like grinding for recognition to being like this kid's hero. And he was one of like, thousands, I'm sure.
Right.
It's a cool
crazy.
moment.
I've always been that little kid.
Yeah.
Gosh.
We all have been.
I still feel like that in the FCF when guys like Terrence Williams and Martavis Bryant show up, I'm like, oh, this. So it's cool that, any opportunity I get like that, I'm taking full advantage of. And I get kids messaging me on Instagram, asking me questions, and I'm always answering them. And I'm always trying to be a role model for them. Because like I said, I was always on the other end of it. I was always that little kid looking up to athletes.
Yeah.
So it's amazing, man. It's just one of the dope parts of the FCF, honestly.
Who was that guy? Who was that wide receiver for you growing up? That guy that like, dude, I just want to be that. I want to model my game after that. Or he's the coolest to watch. Who is that guy?
Yeah, you guys know I'm a Patriots fan. It's Edelman, Welker, and Amendola. Those were like my heroes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I love watching those guys, man.
That's
running
you, man.
brights like Edmund too. So that's it.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't a more fitting moment in the season that the first touchdown was caught by you right in front of your picture. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
Such a great moment.
Just awesome. I mean, now that the season's over, can you just give us like maybe your top highlight of the year before we bring on another special guest to join us?
Top highlight of the year, honestly, that first touchdown was pretty crazy.
Oh, man. It was so fire.
And and it's sad because poor Dalton, I was so excited to play with him. He was our first round pick. He was a stud, and he ended up getting hurt, so that was sad. But I really enjoyed
that's right.
Yep.
And that was the game that destroyed. He'd give me $1,000 a touchdown. I looked up. I said, "Are you sure?" Okay. Had to run his pockets for $3,000. So
that's good ownership right there.
Yeah,
that is.
That was
good
awesome.
ownership.
Incredible. Well, Andrew Jamiel, it's awesome.
Wait, don't let him go yet, Jeff. We got to bring in the polar opposites co-host.
I didn't think we could bring them both on.
Yes.
we have the technology.
There it is.
My
Himsky
God.
himself.
Wow.
Himsky.
Wow. What's good, Slick?
Nick Williams, welcome back to the show. It has been too long. It is awesome to see you, my friend. How are you?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. Feeling amazing. I'm blessed by the best. How y'all feeling, fellas?
Better now that you're here.
Himmy Buffett coming in hot, bud. Himmy Buffett coming in hot.
Himmy Buffett. Hey, it's a special occasion. We're 3 for 3 right now. We got Himmy Buffett. We got Himmy Neutron. No, we got Himmy Turner.
Yeah.
And then we got him dunking. So yeah, we 3
Dude,
we rolling. And we gotta go ahead and duck them now, AJ. It's time to induct them into the Himsky Hall of Fame. Yeah, we gotta get them righteous.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I think they're definitely in there.
Slick, where are you? Slick,
y'all
where are
cutting
you?
out bad.
He's got Ray's internet.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
He's back.
Yeah,
He's back.
I got hotel Wi-Fi right now, so y'all gotta excuse me.
Where are you?
Yeah, what?
Right. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but I'm just gonna start talking. I'm in Mobile, Alabama right now with the Major League Football right now. So yeah, just got an opportunity to sign with them guys. I actually play for the Arkansas team, but right now this is where training camp is. We go out to, but
Damn, man.
I hope y'all heard anything I just said.
It's a little robotic. It's a little all right. It's
Okay.
all right. We got the gist of
Bro,
it.
I'm in a home 2 right now. I'm in a home 2 suites. The Wi-Fi ain't all that sweet. Man.
Well, it's awesome just hearing your voice, man. We miss you guys, and you guys were making such great content all season long, off the field as well as on, and it's awesome to see both you guys still doing your thing. It's awesome.
Every Thursday night I miss Polar Opposites. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we all do.
Moment of silence for Polar Opposites. Real quick.
Hey, it doesn't have to end. We can figure out something soon. Whenever we'll figure it
how
out.
dope would that be if you playing in your league and he's playing in his league and y'all still doing Polar Opposites?
Yeah, even more opposite.
Even more opposite.
See what I'm saying? We gotta figure that out. We gotta figure that out for sure.
Slick, not sure if you saw, but the most we released our most outrageous plays of season 2, and the slick kick came in at number 2.
The slick kick.
Slick kick. I ain't mad at that one at all.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Well, let me ask you too this. I don't know if you guys have been watching a lot of some of the announcements or the teases, but Fan Control Hoops is up next, gentlemen. I know you guys knew that it was coming. What are your thoughts? Are you excited about that stuff? We got to get you out to see a game or two, but what are your thoughts about Fan Control Hoops?
I'm down to see a game. I think
I better be able to. I better do the half court shot. Yeah.
Anything the FCF.
Look, when we go halftime, do the half court shot. It's your boy. Yeah. And guess what?
Lifetime of pizza.
It only takes
one, and then a backflip.
And then a backflip.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta bring y'all back like royalty. that's the one thing. Like in the NFL and even for the colleges, you guys in college, being able to go back to your alumni and feel like you're welcome and feel like they care about you. So I'm glad y'all brought that up. So I'm gonna make sure we work on that.
Nah, that's
Family.
I'll be in there definitely.
100%. 100%.
I know Slick played hoops. Jamil, did you play hoops in high school?
No, I didn't. I didn't play on a team, but I can hoop a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Hey, chill, hey.
I didn't play on a team, but
What's that mean? What's that mean, Slick? What that mean?
Slick and ball.
Just know we got a list for top 5 hoopers in the FCF, and me and Andrew is in there. So I don't know.
Did you just
Wait,
say
who made
Himmy
the list?
Hardaway? Is that Himmy
Hardaway?
oh,
No, I'm him dunking. I'm in the paint.
Him dunking. There you go. Yeah.
Him dunking.
Fundamental.
Oh,
Hey, Slick, is the Himsky? Is that the new brand? What is that?
We lost. Oh no, we lost Slick.
He's waving
Yeah,
at
no,
us.
he's
It is an offshoot of the OTO brand, right? It's the
Offshoot.
Himsky. He lost us.
Oh, damn. I like that actually. That's kind of dope.
we can't hear him either.
We can't.
I
hear
do
him.
love the do-rag. It looks a little bit like a re-entry vehicle. You know, it's an awesome addition.
Like that.
He can't hear. I can't hear.
We can't hear you, buddy, but we love you. Thank you for swinging through.
Oh man, the best. Hey,
yeah.
good luck
Yep.
with everything, MLF, and Jamil, crush it in that XFL workout.
Yeah,
all right?
hell yeah.
We'll be
We're
rooting for you guys.
And good luck to both of you guys, man.
all love.
Let's
All
go.
love.
All love. Thanks,
Take care,
fellas.
fellas.
Gentlemen.
See ya.
To the left.
Guys, it's like old times.
I know.
The best.
Feel good,
Oh.
man.
I feel
Well,
like I feel like we've been away for years. Not
It
a month.
does. It does.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's fine.
I will say this is when we were getting polar opposites off the ground, and I was meeting with those guys a few days in advance, me and Jacob and the whole team. I was a little nervous going to that first show, what it was going to look like, what it was going to do, and those guys just knocked it out of the park every single week.
Yeah.
They had so much
So bad.
fun,
So good.
some of the best interviews, and it's just awesome to see, the players come off the field and really step into roles that maybe they've never done before, maybe they weren't comfortable with it before, and really find their stride as the season went on. Guys like Kyle Goodby and Slick Nick and Jamiel, those guys just crushed it all season long. Guys like Mitch Kidd, you know what I mean? There were some really good people that we had in there.
When we were taking a real similar approach when we're looking at guys that are playing FCH, right? Again, there's so much fewer of them, so I feel like to a man, we're gonna be able to really drill down and meet all these guys and get to know them, like on and off the court, and that's the thing I'm genuinely most excited about for this.
Yeah.
this
How
coming
about
season.
this idea?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here
I'm
we
sure
go.
this has been talked about over a cocktail or 7. But what about in between fan-controlled hoops and fan-controlled football, we bring our 5 fan-controlled hoopers and play our 5 fan-controlled footballers in a nice little game of hoops for charity and see who comes out on top. Because a lot of these football guys love talking about how good they are at basketball.
I love it. That sounds fun.
sold.
Only if we get to commentate on the game from behind people standing in front of us.
Right, exactly. And it's not a normal game; it's just knockout.
It's just knockout.
Just knockout.
Yes.
Exactly.
The show name poll is up in the chat right now. So you get to decide what we're called next week because we're back, baby. We're back Thursdays, 3 p.m. Pacific time every week. We got your contenders are FC Hoops, it's real. FC Hoops, it's not fake. Hoops, which is currently leading the vote. FCH fan controlled hype and NBA Jam IRL.
I love
Gentlemen, it's rare that we have a banger list like that. I'm always really pulling for one of them. All of those entries are solid.
Those are
Fan
solid.
hype is so legit.
I'm a pretty big fan of Hoops, which is crushing it right now with 97% of the vote.
While that vote is going on, just a couple quick announcements. Every Tuesday and Friday, we'll be releasing new YouTube content. Tomorrow, noon Pacific, the Mitch Kidd Life in the FCF video goes up. If you haven't watched any of those Life in the FCFs, they're a lot of fun. James Harden, Coach Lyada. We have a ton of them up there right now, and they turned out absolutely fantastic. Got to give a shout out to AJ and Ashley, who ran the cameras for those in the bubble, and to Darwin and Stephen Lentini, who've been taking care of those behind the scenes, have done an amazing job. And then on Tuesday that just released, the top 10 most outrageous moments. And then a week ago, the top 10 plays of the season were released. And it's just the YouTube channel is being populated by a lot of fun stuff. So go check it out. As well as this show, again, simulcast live every Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific on Twitch and YouTube. So.
And while we're doing shout outs, I think C Rob is watching live. So I told him I would say, what up, dude? Talk about another guy that I missed. So
C Rob.
So many good folks. Totally.
Yes.
Thanks for swinging through, buddy.
So much fun. Again, Hoops is crushing it right now. 64% of the vote. Although FC Hoops is not fake. Pulling in some big
FC
numbers.
Hoops is not fake. That's a good one. That's really good. Every one of my family members who I was talking to, over the last couple of weeks is like, so basketball's next. Ooh, that's fun. You were terrible at basketball. I was like, wow. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Not only was I terrible at football, I'll be able to showcase just how bad I am at basketball as well.
I'll tell you guys a quick story. We had a big family reunion. I hadn't gone up to see my family since before COVID, and my dad still lives in the house that I grew up in, and I hadn't been there. It's the longest I hadn't been there my entire life. Right? We go up, we see my family, and my cousin is there, and my cousin went to UCLA when I was living in LA, and we would meet up every week and play basketball at UCLA for, I don't know, like 2 years. It was the best. It was so much fun. But we're a little older than that now. But he brought a basketball to the park, and my nephews, who are young studs. My one nephew just got a scholarship to go play football, and they're young kids, 17 and 14, and we go, okay, let's play old blood versus young blood at the park.
Bad idea.
Seems smart. Bad idea, Jeans.
Bad idea, Jeans.
Bad idea.
So the game, the first game ended 15-2 Old Blood.
Oh,
come on. Let's go.
15-2 Old Blood. The second game was 15-5 Old Blood.
Whoa.
You guys owned them. Now, having said that, I could not walk for 3 days
I was
afterwards.
literally about to say, I was like, could walk for 3 days.
Hashtag worth it, man. That's amazing.
Oh man, like these kids had never seen a pick and roll before.
Yeah.
And
You're
we
the crafty old guy with the elbows everywhere.
Oh, it was so satisfying, you guys. It was so satisfying.
Amazing.
Man.
So God, I miss you guys.
Hey, I love
fun.
I love a good old joke, man. That's a good win right there. For the old
Yeah, that's right. Old Bloods. So
man.
I'm excited for Hoops, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, over 1,000 votes for Hoops.
Wow.
Pulling away.
Loving it.
And we're here every week. I think did the poll end? Did we just? Is it over?
Is it over?
I think Hoops just won.
Great.
Yeah, Hoops is what we will be called next week because we are fan controlled. That means we give the power to you. You get to decide what we're called. We, as Josh mentioned, we want to hear more ideas for polls that we can have more interaction, more ways for the fans to have their voice heard on this show and across the new fan controlled podcast network. You can have your ideas, your shows. You can be involved in a huge way in what is happening next in fan-controlled sports and entertainment. It's an empire. Help build it with us. I'm so excited to be back, guys. I can't wait. I can't wait till next week. This is the highlight of my week. Thank you for being with us, fellas. I love you all. So glad we're back.
Next week.
We made it all the way through Ray's workout.
And his internet's still
He
going.
broke in a sweat. Look at him. He's glorious.
The lights are dimming. Sorry.
All right, we'll see you next week. Until then, power to the
Power to the
fans.
fans.